Hey Arnold is on the way next.
And heads up for Nick Gas tomorrow.
I've been watching a lot more Hey Arnold lately, like reruns of it. That shit go hard in the paint. Like, there's some deep-ass themes explored in that show.
Nickelodeon wants to turn your house into the Snick House. Wow! With the Snick House at Your House sweepstakes.
I always wanted to win this. I always wanted Nickelodeon to come to my house. I just wanted anybody to come to my house, really. I just want to have a fucking party, you know?
You could bring every friend you've ever known.
Oh, they got the chicken. Oh, see, that's why I wanted to win that. I could have had chicken in my house.
Plus $1,000 moolah.
Oh, hell yeah. Or 1,000 CDs. That's a pretty fair trade.
Nickelodeon Snick House at Your House sweepstakes is brought to you by Pepsi.
And the only network that can turn your house into the Snick House.
This kid grew up to be...
Oh! It's so weird. I was just thinking about this movie. This movie is so random. I feel like I feel like it meant a lot to the kids who saw it in that moment. But if you missed out on the Bruce Willis the Kid era, oh man, I don't know if there's any reliving that. It was a movie about Bruce Willis, and he was a busy adult, and I don't know what happens, but his childlike self comes back. And they join forces to become a whole ass human again.
But put him on a dinosaur.
What's my favorite candy? That's a great question. I don't know if I have a favorite one per se. I have like a top maybe 5 in no particular order. I got like Sweet Tarts, Sour Patch Kids. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Top 2. Just those 2. And then, of course, I like other stuff here and there. But if I'm going to go out of my way to buy candy, that's usually one of those 2. You know what I used to like as a kid in the 90s and 2000s? They had Shock Tarts, and I think they used to call them Shockers. I think they were called Shockers and then Shock Tarts. I don't know exactly what the official name was. Bottom line, they were fire. I don't know what they would do, but like you would put it in your mouth and it would just shock the shit out of your tongue. Like it was, I know it was an illusion. It was some sort of sourness about it, but that shit was potent. It really was.
It's the rabbit. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Tricks yogurt by Yoplait. Incredibly fun flavors packed with color.
You get attack mask with underwater goggles.
Hell yeah.
Super Swimmer includes mask with goggles.
In case you want to cause mass panic at a beach, here's a shark cap for you.
Whoa, Pops!
Micro Pops for micro.
Oh, see, Mini Pops, that walked so Dippin' Dots could run.
Popsicle Zone. Don't go away. Hey Arnold will be right back on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon's got the scoop on the new movie Chicken Run, starring Mel.
Oh, hell yeah.
The voice of Rocky.
It's a kind of a romp. It's vaguely reminiscent of escape movies, with the prisoners being chickens, and they're very...
I don't know if y'all heard there's a Chicken Run 2 coming out on Netflix in a couple of weeks.
Yank, a rooster, a rock.
I don't know, like, I remember as a kid, I always wanted a Chicken Run 2. And now that I'm an adult, I'm kind of like, okay. I'll take it. I'm nostalgic for the characters and whatnot. But I rewatched Chicken Run as an adult, like, maybe a couple months ago. And it's very good. It's a very well-made satire and in animated form of, you know, patriarchal ideals and whatnot.
Chicken Run.
A lot of feminist themes in Chicken Run, and it's something you wouldn't really expect from like a kids movie in the early 2000s. But it's there. It's Aardman. It's clever. It's smart. So they really got to live up to that for a sequel for me. Of course, I'm still nostalgic for the characters. I think I would feel a little more nostalgic if they were using the same voice actors and only a handful of them are coming back. But I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still excited for it. Y'all ever go skating in a fucking shoe? Hell yeah. Wario. Oh, we got some Wario up in here. My boy just turned into fucking Ash.
Sword chomp.
Oh, these little chompers are dope. I kind of like that.
I'm not getting it.
So this is a chair, Dave? That's a slime later. This is where they get slimed? Yeah. How many gallons of slime is that?
It's Chris Kirkpatrick.
I'm out of here.
The glue of NSYNC. My favorite member of NSYNC. You know why Chris Kirkpatrick was my favorite member of NSYNC was because he was Chip Skylark.
You watching Nick, where you can pick your favorite shows and who gets slimed.
My turn. Nick's for you. You know it's you have a voice, you have a choice. You're watching Nick. Yeah, that's right. You're watching Nick.
Beginning June 16th, Fantasia as you've never seen it before. Fantasia 2000 is coming only to a theater near you for an exclusive 4-week engagement. Featuring 7 all-new segments.
I remember this movie. I didn't see it when it came out. I did see it when it came out on video, but not in the IMAX when it first came out. But it's an interesting concept. I find it a little difficult to believe that a movie like Fantasia could work now, at least financially speaking. Visually, I want to see that shit. Like that would be amazing. I don't know if y'all know the concept of Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. They're just a series of animated shorts animated by the Walt Disney Animation Studio and set to classical music. Just visual art pieces. It's like bringing a museum into your home, or going to see an art exhibit in a movie theater. That's how beautiful some of these shorts are. But I don't know if Disney could pull that off. They're already having a tough enough time as it is with their box office. I don't know if y'all have heard this, but this is the first year in I don't know how many years, that Disney has not had a movie hit $1 billion worldwide. This is an article that came out today from IGN about Disney's situation right now. Disney won't have a $1 billion movie in 2023, ending a long trend. And the last time that this happened, excluding the pandemic years, of course, because that's just not fair to compare, was 2014. So give or take 9 years since the company has not had at least $1 billion movie. I know a couple of those years they had multiple. That's a huge fucking hit. That is a huge hit for Disney. And I don't, I'm not honestly surprised. And this is why. Disney is putting far too many eggs in weird ass baskets. Like a couple of years ago, an Indiana Jones reboot or sequel would have made tons of money. Shortly after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, give or take 1 or 2 years, sure, I'll give you that. It might not have made as much money as Crystal Skull, but it would have at least done some numbers. It has been 15 years, give or take, since Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And before that, I don't even know how many years it had been since Last Crusade. That entire audience that made the Indiana Jones franchise as profitable as it was, suffice to say, that generation of people is probably not going out to the cinema as much anymore. Not to get morbid, but a lot of them might not even be on this earth anymore. They're channeling their funds into nostalgia that is really not nostalgic as much for anyone anymore, Case in point, like I know that they're hype on Frozen. Frozen came out 10 years ago. It's the 10th anniversary of Frozen this year. I don't know that the kids who grew up on Frozen are old enough to feel a sense of nostalgia for these characters. I think it'll do well. I think it will bring in more money than they have been lately, especially if they, hold off on a Disney Plus release and don't, rush it out 5 weeks after the damn thing came out. But But I don't think it'll reach Frozen or even, you know, Frozen 2 numbers. You know, you need to give it a little more time for that to really sink in. You know, there are other properties that they could explore. I just don't know why they're not doing that. But I digress. Let's head back into the commercials. Hey. No, this was the bop.
I like girls that wear Abercrombie.
Damn, they were doing the close Tarantino foot shot, even in music videos that they were showing on Nickelodeon. That was wild. That was unhinged. Oh, remember when they tried to remake ABBA? Remember A-Teens? Honestly, that's how I learned who ABBA was, because of the A-Teens. It stood for ABBA-Teens. They were like the Miles Morales to ABBA's Peter Parker. They were supposed to carry on the Norwegian flame, so to speak. Let's see how they do stacked up next to ABBA. I mean, I guess you can't really replace ABBA. This was just supposed to be ABBA flavored, you know?
I trust you're looking forward to spending the next 4 hours. That's 240 long minutes. Count them.
Oh, they actually got the guy? That's the actual guy from Breakfast Club at Breakfast. Wherever you're watching this stream, bump up the volume. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh shit, Kermit the Frog is in the chat. We're watching ABBA, but not really. It's almost like Diet ABBA. Are they in Norway? Where did their schools got fucking discos in there? Honestly, that's one of the issues plaguing the public school system right now, is that lack of discos. I feel like a lot of children would benefit from having at least one disco. Fuck, I mean, is the budget crisis really that bad? They're vibing. They're Joe vibing. Let's go to the club. Also, don't get it twisted. The kids in the background are merely the backup dancers. There are only 4 members of the A-Teens. Let's not get it twisted now. This is the Breakfast Club sequel we've all been waiting for. You know what, though? As a kid, I really liked this because I didn't know what the fuck ABBA was. This was my introduction to it. I was like, you know what? This slaps. This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life because I'm fucking 4. Where have the A-Teens gone? I feel like even ABBA's made a comeback since then. Like, damn. I hope they're okay. We need A-Teens at Coachella stat. I feel like as a kid you were either a Nickelodeon kid or a Cartoon Network kid. No one never truly was just like a Disney Channel kid. I think like everybody like just dipped their toe in the Disney Channel pool. But when it came to cartoons, you were either standing Nick or Cartoon Network, you know?
For UFOs.
Oh, it's the boys.
Like that old ghost is here somewhere.
Oh, what? That cartoon was pretty cool. These bumpers were pretty dope. It was like where all the Cartoon Network cartoons lived in the same city. I think it was called CN City. Oh! For those of us who aren't, you know, athletically inclined, this is a great alternative. Slam it!
Plus, we'll also include this amazing magic.
I never understood this shit, because I felt like, bitch, you just tracing. What like nothing against tracing, like that's sometimes how the best artists, start and perfecting their craft. But why the hell I gotta pay a whole ass $19.95 to do that?
What if this rainbow doesn't exist and it's just in our imagination?
Oh, he dead. Fuck. I always wanted to be one of these kids on the Cartoon Network bumpers that would introduce the shows. I was just like, they being syllabilous. I'm a syllabilly too. Put me on the syllabilly show. I didn't really like chocolate flavored cookies as a kid too much. I was more into the more fruity flavors, even vanilla. But that was the snack that got me into it. That was the snack that changed my mind, mostly because it had The Simpsons on it, which just proves the power of marketing to a young child. Oh! Treachery rating with the party of 11. Let's do it. Hey! Oh, hell yeah. My boy drinking the Star Wars milk. That look like milk. I ain't trying to drink no Kool-Aid that looks like milk. That's nasty.
Introducing new Airheads Fruit Spinners with vitamin C charged crystals.
Oh, I remember this. Okay, so somebody earlier on TikTok Live asked what one of my favorite candies was. It would be this if it still existed. I think they have something like that, Airhead Extremes, which is close. From No Cigarillo. Oh, it's freaking Eugene Levy and the Olsen twins. It's a match made in comedy heaven. That's the one thing I do miss about live television, like watching cartoons on TV versus like something on streaming, is you got to know people like these two folks. I don't know their names, but you got to know them for a little bit, and that's how a lot of people kind of got their start on that. Nick Cannon did it a lot. Allison Stoner was on Mike's Super Short show. Christina Milian did Movie Surfers. So no, there are a few examples of that happening, and I always wanted to do something like that, and I still think that would be something cool to do. But here's the thing. Nobody's watching shit on TV anymore. You know what happened when I watched Nickelodeon the other day? You know how, right then, that was a Cartoon Network show. But you know how both on Cartoon Network and on Nickelodeon, while the credits would roll, you do a split screen, and then you would see, a host or two, cracking jokes and introducing, the next show that's coming up. They don't do that shit anymore. There's nothing even like that. You know what they do? The show's still playing, and the credits just show up at the bottom. Even SpongeBob, they took in all the old episodes where, the show would end, it would go, and then it would head to the credits you know the song. Now they don't do that. They don't even play the it's just the credits at the bottom, and it's transparent so you can see through it. You can't even read the names. The disrespect.
I gotta do it.
Oh, my boy like cakes. Oh shit, these were gross. I don't know why the ham and the turkey was always so slimy. I'm like, this ain't boar's head. I don't know what kind of head this came from.
It's turtle time!
Oh, he got fucking taken away down to the sewer. Fuck. I love being a turtle. I wonder if anyone out there, just one sole human being, owns every single piece of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle merch ever. They would probably have to own a pretty a fairly large estate to accommodate such a thing. Oh shit, my waffle live under the sea. How he not soggy, my dude? How is bro not soggy? He lives under the fucking water with SpongeBob. Oh, SpongeBob got tattooed on his face. My boy dedicated to the Bob. You have 7 Donatellos. Is that your favorite Ninja Turtle? I think you can learn a lot about a person by their favorite Ninja Turtle. Like, I don't wanna make blanket statements here, but if you have somebody who just like really fucks with Raphael, like maybe they're like they're either a toughie that is feeling seen by him, or they're like a more softer, sensitive person that are living vicariously through this red hooded turtle. If you got like a Leonardo fan, maybe those people are like natural born leaders, you know? Maybe they want to lead and make a difference in the world. Maybe they see themselves as the main character in this universe. And it's up to them to do as best as they can with this short amount of time that we have here. And then, you know, Michelangelo, he's a party dude. He's a fucking party dude. So people who are silly, who are goofy, who like to have fun and socialize and go out and just get fucking wow. Like, they fucks hard with Michelangelo. Now, I just want to know, why do you like Donatello? So Treachery in the chat on Twitch says he's the smartest, but also fights just as well. Also, purple is his favorite color. Well, there we go. There we go. I could see that. Other things that I would think of when it comes to Donnie is like, you know, he's kind of the nerd of the group. And I say that in the best, most respectful and lovable type of way. I also love that his nerdiness has evolved through the years. You know, in the 80s through the 2000s, like nerdiness was characterized like mainly by being good at computers. So he was the tech wizard. And then you see something like Mutant Mayhem that came out this year where nerdy might mean like you're the weeb, you're the anime nerd in the class. And that was, you know, totally his personality. So I love how his nerdiness has just evolved over the years. But those are some solid reasons, Tretch. But now I want to pay a visit to our good friends, our neighbors up north. Let's check out some Canadian commercials from the 90s. Now, some of these might end up being stuff that we've seen here in America. If anybody out there on either chat in TikTok Live or Twitch is from Canada, maybe these will ring a bell for you.
Batteries not included.
Lights and sounds are standard.
Cool tools, yeah.
Light sounds and a real metal socket driver.
Come and read a story with me.
Oh, hell. That's terrifying. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, why do I know what this is, but I don't? I feel like even though, you know, we're watching a Canadian compilation tape, I feel like I've seen these characters here in the States before. I'm not entirely sure where, though.
One for you and
oh, hell. She was feeding the octopus a lollipop. Oh, we all remember this one.
You're racing the clock.
It's an anxious-ass game.
If you're not quick.
Wow.
Bradley.
Oh, heck yeah. Now that's pretty dope. He's a hawk, but also a wolf, but also a robot, but also an alien. And that's also, he's a fish, and he's also a lion, and he's also a bee, and he's also a robot, and he's also an alien. There's so many combinations that you can do with these dudes. Power of Connects. Yeah, hell yeah. They would always have these, like, rockin' ass theme songs.
the sun's coming. A few more connections.
Build a giant Ferris wheel, a dipping bird, a sun mobile. And when the sun's not bright, use your own light. Sun makes it run with the solar power. Each sold separate.
How did they do that? That's so advanced.
No, let's go on a cosmic adventure with Power Rangers in space. Blast off with 5 space vehicles that form the deluxe.
Now, maybe this is an ignorant ass question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. In the original Power Rangers, did they or did they not also go to space? Because if they did, then what makes these dudes any more different? Is it because they live in space? What the hell is happening right now? Cinnamon Toast Crunch really do that to a motherfucker, though. He really do. Can we watch that again? I'm gonna rewind that one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch! The cereal blasted with cinnamon and sugar! So, tip-tocky tasty, it'll
hey, yo!
Cinnamon Toast Crunch! It's a total tickle for your taste buds!
It really be like that 100% of the time.